Welcome to another live. It is February 25th. I am Miss Marie, and this is Giving It To You Straight. Live from the East Coast. Happy Blessed Wednesday, the Awakened Soul Wednesday. Before I get started, I want to thank all my beautiful family, my kindred circle, of course, my tribe family. I appreciate you all immensely, and it's and with the warmth of my spirit and the spirit of gratitude, humility, humble and grateful for you all. And take the time, today to find out what you're really grateful for. Uh, Remember that your presence here, it is not random, it is aligned. So thank you as you come in for your openness, your curiosity, your willingness to grow. Thank you for sharing your time, energy, and your trust within me in this beautiful sacred space that exists because of you. And because of all, as we share our intentions to evolve, to awaken, to love more consciously, I honor this journey that each and every one of you is on. And I honor the courage. Good morning, G, that it takes to see truth. And I'm grateful that our paths have crossed in this moment. So may we have Mercury retrograde. So of course, we're going to take some time to reflect. Listen, guys, may what we build here continue to nourish and uplift and expand us all. Your support is felt, your energy matters, and I thank you deeply. And in your humility, let's get started here with the awakened soul. I want to thank Mother Gaia. So I have a gratitude. If you guys come in, if you guys want to go back, write it down. I want to speak slowly. A gratitude for Mother Gaia, for Mother Earth. We are here. We are Earth. And as we focus on the gratitude here, right? And in this with this energy that I bow in gratitude to Mother Earth, the ancient living intelligence that carry us all. Thank you for the ground beneath my feet, the breath of forests, for the rhythm of the oceans, for the quiet wisdom written into stunning soil. I am grateful for the patience as I grow, for your abundance that nourishes my body, and for the cycles that teach me when to bloom and when to rest. May I walk gently upon you. May I listen to your seasons. May I remember that I am not separated from you, but an extension of your living body. With every inhale, I receive your gift. With every step, I honor your presence. Mother Earth, I thank you so much. And just to remind ourselves that the carbon in our body, this is astrophysics. This is not just me. This is science, okay? And just to remind yourselves that the carbon in your body, the iron in your blood, and the calcium in your bones, those were created in ancient stellar explosions way before the sun existed. In that sense, you are cosmic matter rearranged. You are not separated from the universe. You are a localized expression of it. Okay, so just keep that in mind and understand that the moon affect the tides and our biological rhythms. So your body runs on cycles, circadian hormonal seasons, which are tied to planetary motions. You live inside cosmic system. All right. Listen, it all depends on your belief here. So to understand yourself that you're not small, you are a giant here. And remember that the most powerful forces in the universe often come from the smallest stars. And understand that pentagram, all right? And so, yeah, remind yourself that you are a force to be reckoned with, okay? And why that matters, because a lot of us don't really understand tension and how to raise your vibration, how to keep that positive energy and your heart, the earth connection. And as you raise your vibration, you keep that, the thoughts of love, of thankfulness, gratitude for the food on your table, for the clothes on your back, that you got a home, that you got warm water, any of those things, just remind yourself, man, I'm so blessed. It's not for what you want, those things, money, the person, success or relationship, whatever, those things you could work on, but time is so important, okay? You cannot get that back, so make sure you use your time wisely, my beautiful people. And there goes the gratitude. All right, we're gonna talk a little bit about. I'm gonna wait till a few more people come in before I go in. I'm gonna take you guys way back. I'm gonna take you guys way back, and yeah, we're gonna go back to ancient culture just a little bit to understand tarot. Okay, we're gonna go back into our English language. We only had it for 600 years. It's evolution through layer. Okay, so we understand a little bit of the consciousness, and it's also for you to expand to be aware of, why you're watching and why you're watching and what does that mean, and why we in constant tension, because without tension, nothing moves. Tension is the stretch between two forces that want different things. So understand yourself there, right? And your multiplicity. Hey, Thasulia. All right. And what creates awareness, choice, growth, and meaning. No tension, no story, no evolution, no alchemy. Tension creates consciousness. You only notice something when there's contrast. Hot needs cold, desire needs restraint. Love needs vulnerability. Okay. And the will needs resistance. If everything agreed all the time, you'll be unconscious. So please remind yourself tension is what makes you up. It's what wakes you up. It asks you, which way will you lean? That's free will showing up. Tension is how polarity becomes integrated. Two truths can exist at once because tension holds them in the same field. So just those are the things that are paradox and that cannot be resolved at the same level of thinking that created them, but are true. Neither cancels the other. Resolution doesn't come from deciding. It comes from expanding the frame. So can I be confident and still be learning? Absolutely. I love it. Can you be healed and still tender? Absolutely. Can you be strong and soft? Absolutely. Can you forgive and still remember? Okay. So those are some simple grounded examples. Can you love someone and need some time alone, needing distance at the same time? Absolutely. All right. So remind yourself today, even though I love this person, I want to be alone. All right. It's okay to have some time. Let them breathe. Breathe is important. All right. Uh, I'm going to go ahead with the awakened soul, and then I'm going to talk about ancient Egypt. We got to go back to where we got our English language and how beautiful 4,000 years into our evolution, right? With hieroglyphs. So we have to go back before you. Well, we start at Sumerian and then we go into Rome. For those of you that are willing to learn, that want to learn, the deeper meaning of life. If not, you get stuck in the cycles, wondering why. So we look at the emojis, right? And we see there's just emoticons, between 1993, 96, 80, depending on, where you at and how you understand symbolism. Okay, so we're gonna look a little bit into that. We gotta understand what's that. Like if we look at now symbolically as we connect to, the emotions that we feel, things that we cannot express, we gotta go. It's right here. It's still evolving. All right. So how truly awakened are you? All right. Hi, cuz. How you doing? All right. From Pisces, happy birthday to all the Pisces that are celebrating today. You feel light today. You ready to choose? You got to choose. Make that choice and you grow. What I want to do here, of course, going in back into ancient Egypt, I want to be able to give you meaning to your name with that and what does it mean to you and how that's going to affect you. So your name has meaning. It's not random, okay? Let's go ahead. Pisces through Aquarius. One more. Let's step into the divine, the heart of the divine. As we move in harmony with the divine and the timing of the celestial order, all right? When we align with the wisdom of the stars and the rhythm of the universe, things happen, all right? One more, Pisces through Aquarius, the awakened soul. One more. How truly awakened are you? All right. One more. And thank you. Let's go, Pisces. Let's go, Pisces Sanctuary. My question is what the universe wants me to know. All right, you want one more. One more. Pisces, you got Sanctuary. All right. Creating that space, reading, taking in some knowledge. All right. Sometimes we think that we need a lot of things. That's just more clutter. All right. You could start with just one simple soul lamp. All right. A deck of cards and just knowledge. Go back. You could go to the library and find that quiet place. But to create a sacred space, you don't need a lot. All right. Hey, hey, Arlene, how you doing? Hi, man. Can I ask you? Yeah, go ahead, sweetie. Go ahead. Go ahead. The sooner the better. And then I'm going to talk a little bit about tension, what we needed, what it is, how it can stretch us, and what does it mean in your relationship, and what are the paradoxes when two archetypes are both active and neither is meant to be eliminated. We got Venus, love, Saturn, limits. So we're going to learn a little bit here. Welcome, my beautiful soul. This is where the stars speak and the cards tell it straight, and we're going to uncover some cosmic truth, clarity, some truth. And yeah, we're going to go back to Egypt just quickly here. Time is very limited for me. And understanding emojis and understanding ancient culture is all the same, but it's just it's at a different state of consciousness. That's it. All right. It's the company that contacted me yesterday for a job interview and trustworthy. Hey, Fayaz. Hey, Vesa 6121. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning. Good morning. All right, let me continue on. I have Aries, wisdom, the owl. All right. So when we want wisdom, it's all about taking action of, our ancestors is passed down through us. All right. Carrying that wisdom, it's great, right? So you add knowledge, you study, and then wisdom is all about taking action. All right. So this ties back into Egypt. You're gonna see how this is gonna come all together. All right. When you understand, a lot of images give shape to and to something visible. So we project meaning onto symbols. So everything has a symbol. Us as humans, we always have used symbol to externalize inner states of consciousness, like in cave art, religion, icons, astrology, emojis. All right, tarot. So everything has meaning. It's the same as psychological mechanisms. So humans, we use those symbols to understand ourselves. All right. So we have written wisdom, magic, moon, sacred knowledge here. And what the sacred means to be separated, that is meaningful, because if I got a wedding ring, it becomes sacred because the symbol behind it. So we're going to look a little bit into symbolism. Sovereignty for you, Taurus. Okay, self-authoritarian here. And yeah. Sovereignty, when we look at it, when we look at this, a quiet, powerful shift, when we look at it and how to find the balance. So I choose myself without closing my heart. We could become sovereign. What should I do? Like after sovereignty, what's for me, regardless of any outcome. So, and when sovereignty changes here, Taurus, in a love situation or financial career, what it looks like in action plus one behavior, and how you're gonna adapt to that, right? So self authoritarian. Well, you don't have to explain. I think I told Taurus that yesterday. Well, you don't have to explain anything to anyone. Let's go ahead to changes for you, and this is for Gemini. So the snake, it doesn't change its right. It sheds old skin. All right. Through sloughing, it's a process that you have to, you don't become a whole new creature. It's not like the caterpillar to the chrysalis through that process of, this is different here. All right. So this is quick. So you want something quick, something meaningful, you go and get this drastic change. But working on the insides more importantly. All right. Let's go ahead to Cancer. Cancer, you have shadow work to do. All right. So shadow shows up, moon. All right. Remember, you represent the moon. So how do I do shadow work when I'm like, how when your shadow shows up? When I'm angry, when I'm jealous, when the ego, how do I address my shadow? How do I know where my shadow lives? You can't see the shadow. All right. Well, you can see your shadow, but what's inside internally, you're dark. All right. That comes out different times, depending on waxing, crescent, waning, depending on where they at. It'll show up, and it shows up in tarot. So anyway, working on your shadows is a time to reflect. So make sure that you work on your shadows, your dark side. Learn how to integrate both those polarity, light and dark. Because if we stay too dark, it's like, look, when somebody crosses over, when somebody dies, which is the expiration, if your energy stays too dark, then that becomes money hungry, drinking, drugging, sexing, and all that stuff. And I know you don't want to hear it, but it's the truth. So when you cross over, like if you just do everything dark, 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 you're gonna stay stuck in darkness. You understand me? So you really know how to integrate the shadow. The shadow's gonna want to be seen. You're not gonna notice until it reacts, and then it might be too late. So really, please, important to do shadow work. Okay. So if you're drinking, drugging, having sex, laying up, cursing, that's all dark. All right. So please, it's not to intimidate you, but it's to tell you, hey, your shadow's gonna act up, and you're not gonna be able to recognize this until it's too late. So please work on your shadow. Unplug for you, Leo. Unplug, unplug, unplug. Let's go ahead to labyrinth for you, Virgo. Finding a new place. Where do I begin? All right. So mace. Adventure quickly. I'm gonna go quickly here because I don't have a lot of time. For you, Scorpio. Surrender for you, Sagittarius. Silence for you, Capricorn, and for Aquarius, rescue. You don't need a hero. All you need is a new mindset. All right. You don't need nobody. You become your own anti-hero. If you're waiting to be rescued, my. All right. Or from your own emotions, right? All right. That is it for the awakened soul. I am sorry. I didn't think I was going to go to work today. So I'll come back on. We go back to the awakened soul on Saturday. So if you want to join me, I'm so sorry. Yeah. I was going to be here a little longer, but unfortunately, I got to go to work. Yeah. So let's go ahead to Abigail. Abigail. Yeah, I'm going to work. Yeah, I got to go to work. All right. So I'm going to come with a bigger presentation on Saturday because we got to go back, all right, we look at the first civilizations, Sumerian, and then we go into Egypt, and that's where it all gets good. So you have to go back. We only had our English language for 600 years, okay? So we got to go into that so we could find out, man, what is the tarot's telling me, And I'm going to my thing is to blow your mind so it gets you moving. I'm about to blow minds. I want to change the paradigm. I want to change the stigma that's in tarot. All right? Nobody should be intimidated, especially the old tarot readers. You should not. You should be thinking that I have I get the privilege to do this. You should really be appreciative, not intimidated. If I'm exposing something, that you miss, it's okay. It's okay. I'm trying to help here because there's so much darkness in it. Because if you listen, it depends on the reader. If the reader is full of darkness, if they haven't integrated, right, they're gonna see everything so dark. Tarot is not dark. It's full of symbolism, and it's all about a moral compass. Okay, it's all about how to live right and how to do the right thing, how to connect to your spirit. All right, to your higher self. So if a tarot reader has just been living in darkness and talking about the devil and that, not even really understanding it, it's not dark. If we make it so dark, hi, can I get a reading? Hey, Pinky, you got to ask a question. Good morning. Have a lovely day. You too, my friend. You too. All right? Go do the shadow work. Work on yourself. That's the best thing you could do. Say hi, hi, hi. All right? But just so, you see all this darkness. That's how you should know the reader is stuck in dark. They haven't really integrated. All right, they want to either be too good, or they just come off too dark. Find the gray area. Go in the middle. Find capacity for something new to emerge in you. All right. When you make it so dark, when you make it so right, it's not that. All right. So we're gonna tap into that a little bit. Let me put this back. All right. Who's the first question? You got the question. All right. She came, let me see, Arlene, you have a love question? Go ahead. All right. Did she leave? Hey, Tasha, how you doing, sweetie? It's been a long time. How are you? All right. So I think I'm gonna go with the sound. Remember, in our ancient culture, they didn't use, of course, vowels. They use sound. All right. Today I want to blow. I want to blow a mind. All right. I think I don't know which one I'm going to start with the vulture. All right. So we go back. Language evolved the way consciousness does, layer by layer. I don't know exactly which one I want to go. I think I got time for one, and why I used the iconic right away tarot deck. All right, it's more full of symbolism than the other ones. They have watered it down, so we're not really gonna know. We're not really gonna know what it really means if we keep watering it down. Okay, I think I'm gonna start with the X. All right, I'm good. Thanks for asking. Hey Candy Valencia, how you doing, sweetie? All right, I think she left. All right, she left. Don't come in too early. Check yourself. Check your energy. All right, Tasha, I'm glad to see that you're good. How will my finances improve? Golden Light 88, come on in. Come on in. Let's go to your question. Brooks Bank, I'm gonna give you a. I don't have time to go into tarot for you. I'll give you an awakened soul, or I'll give you a what's the tea? Brooks Bank, okay? That's the only time I have. I'm doing okay. I'm doing all right, sweetie. All right. So as we trace evolution of the letter T in tarot, I think I want to talk about the evolution of the letter T. All right, and I only could give you one. So you decide if you want what's the T or the awakened soul. All right, and what does that look for you today? All right, we look at the hieroglyphs, not as alphabet but as sound. Okay, so when we look at that, we understand the phonetic symbol of the T sound. It's not a letter like ours today. All right. So we're gonna start with the letter T. All right. Can I get you? Want to watch the T? So we're gonna go into the T and find out what the T represents. All right. That's it. We're gonna start with one letter, a little at a time. Okay. Because we gotta go proto-Sinaitic script. We got to go into that between that and the hieroglyphs and ancient Egypt, and then the Greeks, and then the Romans. But before that, we have the Sumerian problem. All right. And then before that, we got Atlantis. There's no proof for it. There's no proof. All right. So we have about 4,000 years of evolution. The one thing that I'm going to do here in the future, maybe in the summertime, maybe before that, I want to be able to give you a name. I want to tell you what your name represents, not now, but way back, because of course, ancient civilizations, ancient ancestors, they want us to know things, okay? Because a lot of you guys are doing things that is not even aligning with your energy, all right? I don't have to go into the whole, system, into your whole chart, all right? That's what I'm gonna do here. That sounds dope as heck, right? You like that, huh? All right, and we're gonna go some good stuff. I got some good stuff coming for my babies. I love you guys. Thank you so much. All right, that's even. I don't have to go, all into your birth chart. I'm just gonna go with your name. All right, it is in scripture. It's in here. All right, this is what happens when we take our time. All right, there we go. The X. All right. So we look at the letter T from ancient symbols in modern English, all right? And they use those hieroglyphs, not as alphabets. So the T sound was often represented by bread, by the bread, all right? By the bread, all right? Woo, and that was a phonetic symbol for the letter T, okay? Not like ours, but as a sound marker. So let me go one more. Yeah. All right. So, Golden Light, how soon will you? Hey, Candy Gamble, how soon will my finances improve? One more. Let's go ahead. How soon? One more. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Peace, light, and love to you too. One more. And thank you. All right, here we go. Let's see. I don't know. A lot of times they show me what's going on. All right. When I broke that, I seen the Wheel of Fortune. All right. I seen the Wheel of Fortune, so you got to understand Jupiter, where Jupiter's at. All right, Jupiter's in the fourth house. You got to remember how Jupiter works. I know you get caught up with all the bull. Oh yeah, all this money's gonna come in. There's none of that. Ain't none of that. You're gonna get to keep what you work for. All right, you're gonna get to keep the good stuff. If you how you could make more money, right? It is through giving, and the giving is that you receive. All right. Sometimes we get that lucky break, ancestors step in. There's something that you done. All right, so you get the 8 of Wands. All right, so 7. What are you waiting for here? Maybe in 8 days, because we got winter. All right. So right now the energy is the 5 of Cups here at the bottom. All right. So I don't know what you basically expecting here. All right. So just be patient with this energy, because you're gonna get things will start moving for you in 8 days. So you got the number. It's just obvious. 8, 7, and 6. Look, 8, 7, and 6. This is coming towards you in 8 days, 8 to 6 days. I don't know exactly what you're waiting for. What are you waiting for here with the 6 of Cups? Because these cups are all full. All right. So the energy is, of course, a balance. Now it's good. Whatever happened to you is teaching you how to have more patience, to trust more in the divine, in the universe. All right. So we got movement, because this represents the parallel lines. It represents the 8. All right. And so for me, this is opportunity here as you waiting. But you still got money. You still got money, right? But this now is telling you to avoid shortcuts. This is gonna be all about the lesson that you're gonna learn, and then here, all right, the wholeness, the fullness here, and then look, all right. So exactly what's going on here, all right? Not exactly waiting for anything per se, and okay, all right. So you get this, you get a bag, but right now is what they telling you is avoid taking shortcut. You probably taken care of more financially. Listen, sometimes some of us fall on hard times. Some of us fall on fertile soil, okay, on thorns, but through it all right, you have support. I don't know if you don't have support, family, friends, or you need to move back to your mom's house, or you got to move. There's a move here, all right? You just tired, but there could be a move here. I don't know if you still live at home with mom or dad, or back moving. Maybe you want money to move. Exactly what it is a lot, all right? Because here you got the 10 up, all right? So whatever it is, right, it's going to be over soon. It's just the universe way of saying to you, effort, your effort will pay off, basically, okay? So that's it. Sometimes we get tested and see how testing our patience. So think whatever this is going to be removed in 8 days, all right? So you got 5, 6, and 8, 7, 6, and then 5. Wow, that's crazy. 8, 7, 6, and 5. All right. So between 5 and 8 days, it's going to be improved. Oh, you've been cutting up negative people. Good for you. All right. So if you've been putting a lot of effort, just timing is everything. Trust in divine time is what it's telling you. All right. Is my dad going to be okay? All right. So trust in divine timing. You're going to be very happy very soon. So you got everything here. All right. Let me see. Did you get cups? Yeah, you got everything. All right. You got fire. You got earth. You got the containment cups. You got 2 5s, and then you got the star here. All right. The problem is here is that you always like to step up. All right. You don't have to always be the one that steps up. No, you don't have to do that. This is what this represents. Fix your spine, fix your posture. You got divine timing. Here, trust in the divine order, the timing celestial order. As the star aligns, so do to your body, your mind, and your spirit. Knowing that as you walk with trust, and remember that the stars remember. All right, so there's nothing that you got to worry about. All right, it's just something to teach us a lesson. Allow other people to step before you. Oh, I want to go and step up and do it. No, don't do that. All right. So no, so good that you're cutting off negative people. This is teaching you a lesson. That's all it is. All right. So things should start moving for you. Good, really, really good, really fast. All right. So expect. Wow. I bet you I won't do that again, is what I see there. All right. So trust in divine timing. What can you say about the 7 of Pentacles? Your hard work and your patience is needed at this moment. All right? Release what's not yours. Don't worry about it. Trust in divine timing. This is what it's telling you, you know. Even if it feels like you don't got support, like what is going on, this light, this hope, this is there, all right? It's okay, but you got this. This is when you're, this is just testing your patience, how hard strong you're really going to be. All right? You got the age, you got the strength there, all right? This is breaking the cycle. This is when, this is the age shows up that you become, you got that 7. And then when both shoes are on, remember he walks when you go to the 7 of Wands. You don't got that. You don't got to prove yourself no more. There's nothing to worry about. Now you put both shoes on, and you move forward. You didn't get the 7 of Wands, is what I'm saying. All right. So that's it. I think that you're gonna learn the lesson after this. All right. I don't know how to really break it down to you in this short amount of time. I'm sorry. All right, but if you want to come back to that 7 of Wands, you didn't get it. So what does it look like when I have both shoes on? All right. If you go back to the 7 of Wands, whenever you see it, that's what it looks like. You become that 8. Okay. That means that you trust in divine timing, that you align with the energy. The opportunity comes in, things start moving again. And now I learn a more general lesson. All right. We could just be as toxic as the other persons. You got to remember, some people give and some people receive. Some people are takers, some are givers. That's just that way it goes. All right. So I'm gonna leave it there. It's gonna be okay. You okay? All right. You're gonna be okay. You just come back and share. All right. Let me see here. What time I got? Oh man. So how will my finances improve? They ain't gonna improve just fine. All right. G left. She left too. Brooks back. All right, don't worry about it. Just come back and share. Say, wow, everything just turned around for me. You know, we on tax season anyway, so remember, you didn't say which one you wanted. I got time for 2 more, and then I have to go because I do want to talk about the letter T, and I want to help you understand that cross-shaped mark and the yav and the arm and the body and the sacred geometry. So it goes on and on and on. I want to break it down to what your name is. That's basically it, what I want to do here. All right. You meant to be doing something. Somebody said they want what's the T. I don't have time for 2 questions. If you ask me the question, I'm in that energy. All right. No, I don't want to get into parents and fathers, and I'm sorry. I don't want to get into. You should have asked that question when you came in. If that was really on your mind, you say you want a what's the T. All right, I'm gonna give you a what's the T. But Brookbank was here. Brookbank, what you said? What you wanted? Brookbanks, what you said you wanted? You didn't say anything. You didn't say anything, Brooksbank. What do you want it? I know, but you changed your question. I'm already on what's the T. No, you got to tell me what you wanted. You want what's the T? You was here before Tasha. Well, you asked before Tasha. Let me go scroll back down. I don't want to leave nobody out. Yup, you was here before Tasha. And then Fesney. Festy, I don't know if they still here. A lot of people come in and ask a question. I said, no. It don't work like that. I'm going to give you the awakened soul. Tasha, let me go ahead to what's the T for you. Please don't change your question. Please just keep your question. I'm with that energy already. Tasha, I'm going to give you what's the T. And let's see. You always get dusted off. Let's see what you get today. Yeah, I know, but then you change your question. I seen it, Tasha. I seen it. You change your question. You said, how's my dad? No, I'm not in that energy. Come back on Sunday, all right? Come back on Sunday for any questions of. I know where because I know where it's going, all right? I know where it's going, Tasha. I know where it's going, Tasha. You and I both know. Let's go ahead here. Tasha, let's see here. What's the T for you? And what does that mean? I'm just going to leave the card there for you, and then I'm going to go into the awakened soul. You guys been here repeatedly. You already know. All right? We're really going to look at the T in tarot. That's where we at. Hey, Pharaoh's beautiful. So how you doing? No, that's too long. I don't have time for that. I'm sorry. All right? I think we went through that. Didn't we go through that yesterday? All right. Take a pause, breathe, relax. All right. I will come on Sunday. All right, Pharaohs and Sheeta. One more for you. Tasha, one more. One more. Your shadows are showing up. All right. Let me see what else. Digging dirt. You got a lot of gossip, a lot of stuff going on. Hustling, making it rain, and hooked. Tasha, I don't even want to give you the what's the tea. I can't get into all that drama right now. Nah. Let me go ahead here. Hey, Jay Awaken. What can you get for me? What can you get for me? Hey, Jacob. Hey, Jacob. What can I get for you? What kind of... I have what's the tea? Let's see if you got drama. We all got drama, right? Like, who don't got drama? No, I'm going to give you the awakened soul for you. Nah, there's a lot of stuff going on. There's some digging. Listen, I seen somebody digging dirt. I see somebody copycatting. I see just there's too much going on right now. All right. One more for Tasha. Tasha, let's go ahead to the awakened soul. As we align ourselves, we move in the divine harmony with the celestial order of the universe. Here we go. One more. One more. One more. One more. Thank you. Tasha, you got to do some shadow work. All right? Go look up everything that you want to shadow work or go back to one of my videos tomorrow. Let's see what shadow of yours is going to show up. I'm going to be doing these here next week. All right? Once I get the tarot trace. Once I get the tarot trace out of the way, I'm going to go here and... All right? So, if you get the moon, the devil, all right? There's any swords or even cups. That could go to an extreme. Awaken soul, love to see what she... all right? I don't have a lot of messages. I don't have a lot of time. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm going to work. I know I said yesterday, but I wasn't sure. Tasha, let's see what shadows you need to work on. All right? Let's see what shadow. It could be just your anger. It could be jealousy. It could be anger, jealousy, ego. It could be fear. All right? It could be fear. Your shadows will show up. You don't see them because they react. All right? Okay? One more. Thank you, thank you, thank you. One more. All right, let's see here what shadows. Let's see if you get the moon, you get any swords. If not, you're going into, if you get any, like, the empress, it could be, like, ego. You got the high priestess. All right. There's jealousy. All right, what else? Eight of Pentacles. So it could even be here with the... Well, she gives me moon, so she gives me a lot of different faces. Not really understanding your calling here, but between both the negative and the positive here. Man, I want to go a little. I don't think if I go in her energy, I'm not gonna be really to go into nobody else's energy. All right, especially Brooks Bank here with my ex-boyfriend Terry and I get back together. All right, because there's something here about trending. All right, there's something here because you're secretly. You know what's going on here? All right. Your disconnection from like your appetite. There's something here that changes here for you. So you're not understanding. All right. I don't know if there's something about. No, listen, this is deep because there's something about your body. And are you listening to your body or you ignoring? All right. So you go through all these phases here. Your thing here is to marry these two. All right. Wisdom. So Solomon. So when you understand the light moon penetration, right? So on the full moon, we're going to have the full moon on the 3rd. So on the 3rd, you got to watch out here for how your cycle changes, right? You got to understand that this represents our psychological processes and hormonal changes here. All right? Maybe there's an imbalance there that you're not understanding. So when we look at the light and the dark, the polarity, the tension that sits between these two polar opposites here. All right? So I'm not gonna take you through all of them, but I don't really know because it's giving me all of them. So the only thing I could tell you here is changing your nutrition. But this goes from this, right? Because this is showing me two different things here. It's showing me a lot. No, it's showing me too much. So what's behind the scene for you here? So any research that you need to do, psychological therapy, spiritual counseling, all right, writing privately, data analysis, intelligence or investigation roles here. There's something here that you are meant to do. I don't know if you're isolating yourself, all right, if you have a lot of passivity, all right, do you wait too long? There's something that you're doing here, all right? You're not acting here from your inner knowing, all right? It's like you want speed, all right? There's something here that because you want something to speed up, but it's not gonna happen like that. All right. So you have to set boundaries around something here. All right. Because she doesn't need applause. She needs meaning. Her work is polarity, stillness and knowledge, privacy and influence, listening and speaking. All right. So this is where your balance is like, I don't understand. You understand? How do you understand yourself? Because when you got quiet confidence and clear intuition, right? She's not in the spotlight energy and the magician's energy, right? The magician is all about that energy, and this is what I see here, how you want things to move fast. You're not acting from your inner knowing here. You understand me? Look. All right? So I listen, I'm going to just give it to you quick because I want to move forward to somebody else. It's like you got this multiplicity here when you get the tension. When something arises, there's parts of you that want something more meaningful, more deep, and there's different parts of you want different things. All right, so you definitely got to do shadow work. All right, I'm gonna leave it there. There's different parts of you, and this is just going to the moon. Watch how the moon affects your emotions, your mood, the chemistry in your body. All right, this is really, really deep, and I haven't seen the high priestess in a long time. Different parts of you want different things at different times. This is so deep, and I don't have time. So you understand the Solomon. So during this full moon, you got to do rituals. Do some work here, okay? So we're looking at religion versus your spirituality, your connection to the divine. You understand? I'm going to leave it there because it's too much, all right? I didn't expect that. Wow. Wow. All right, I'm going to talk about different parts of your when you see that 501s, all right? Even if you want to be with somebody, different parts of you, different parts of them want the same thing or different things at different times. All right. So when we talk about sex, all right, there's an appropriate time to have sex. This is why we get so tired out. All right. Our bodies they don't function like that. They function between the cycles and the high tides and low tides of the moon. And the moon's energy is used. So it could be used for, it's a spiritual gift that you have, but you won't know it. And your birthday is coming up soon, right? So use that power to create, you know. It's a gift that's inside of you. You don't know it, but your subconscious body knows it. Oh, God, girl, listen, I'm done. Let me go ahead into. I don't think that you're really gonna understand it until I read for you, Aries. All right, It's too deep. I don't even think that you're aware. So between unconscious living and your conscious, right? So if you're unconscious about something, you're not gonna be aware of it. All right. So you need a lot of healing. You need a lot of shadow work. All right. I don't know if you indulge here a lot or. You know, she doesn't, it's like you don't have to restrict so harshly, you know. So nutrition, quiet time, alone meals, or do you overeat? There's something here that you do here, all right? All right? Hey, Jay Awaken, here we go. Let's go to Brooks Bank here. Oh, this is so deep. Wow. Every time that you come in, I love when you come in because that helps, and I like that you're a person that you observe and you speak. You know when to speak. You know when to be quiet. You take the energy in, and I like that. A person that both speak, that's a healthy balance. All right. So you have to learn how to work with the cycles of the moon. Very important. This is what listen, when you look in scripture, when you look in the Bible, it's going to give it to you. I think you go to Kings. If you go to Kings in the Bible, it's symbolically, right? It's a book of symbols, and it's a connection to the divine, the cosmic energy. If you go in there, you go to Kings and read up on it, all right? No, that's not for you. That's for my reading. I thought it for you, Tasha. No, that's not for you, Pharaohs. All right, I'm talking to Tasha. Okay, let me just put you here. So my thing is this: please be awakened when you come in. Go to Kings in the Bible. Remember, you can't take the Bible literally. We go back to the Sumerians, okay, and cuneiform. All right, so we go way back, and we look there. It's encoded. The Bible in the name itself. All right, so it'll give it to you. You're gonna be like, oh shit. So there's a symbolic meaning behind everything. You can't take everything literally. Remember your subconscious. There's a cleaning of your subconscious. All right, which is really powerful. So you can understand your multiplicity and your faceted energy. All right, there's hidden teachers in there. People literally take that symbolically when you shouldn't. All right, and the 501s is healthy and messy tension that can look like conflict and ideas here, and competing agendas with minor like arguments, debate, or testing your boundaries here as you go through this friction. All right, it's very destructive, is what I'm trying to say to you. All right, so when you look at those 501s, and the 501 asks you which part of you is in charge right now. All right, you remember your inner multiplicity. You got to understand something more symbolic, or like when your true authentic self leads. Okay, because play tension becomes chemistry, rivalry becomes polarity, and when the ego leaves, power games appear. Insecurity drives your actions. Wow, this is too deep to give it to you in this short amount of time. All right. So you got strong chemistry, you got strong opinions, but your reactions. All right. So your identity forming with those 501s here, and that's really really deep because that goes into psychological. But when you let the sun moon penetration happen, as you have that perfect balance, because the sun and the moon sits in perfect balance, and it only lasts seconds, right? And after that, it goes into the what? The waning. First the waning gibbous and then the waning crescent, and that's the moment to relax. Like we don't have to have all this sex. Sometimes we have sex when you know you don't feel it. You feel empty. All right. You understand me? This is why we get so dissatisfied with life. We're like, oh, we gotta try to find other meanings and doing other things. All right. I would love to stay with that energy and go really, really, really down deep with that high priestess. But the name is encoded in there. Saw-a-mon, sun, moon penetration. You have to align yourself with this divine order. You have to, like, at least try to make an attempt. Here, I'm encouraging you. I'm not telling you. I'm just encouraging you. But go into the King James Bible, King James, or whichever one, whatever you read, right? If you want to. Now, I'm not saying that you have to. All right? It is all there. The building of the Temple of Solomon. All right? That's your body's a temple. Is what they're telling you. It's in there. Listen, this is not me. It's there. And it's up for the taking. I mean, I could go get my Bible right now. This is what, when I get energy like that, I would like to shut it all the way down. All right? But everything is symbolic. If you're taking things literally, you're going to get confused. This is why we have like 45,000 denominations across the world with our 8.5 billion people. Everybody got a perception. Everybody got a projection. And everybody got an opinion. All right? So it's one story and one truth and many, many stories. But you could uncover it within yourself. All right? So you got between religion and spirituality. You got it? You're very cool. You're like, you don't even know your energy. You're like, everybody's so amazing. And when you try to go to these extremes between these polarity, but when you find your center in stillness, the answers will appear right in front of you. The high priestess understand this energy. All right. So how to really embody the high priestess is in truth. The battle is truth. All right. That truth will liberate you. It will free you. It will connect you to your higher self. And how does it feel when you get in alignment with this energy? Ease, joy, peace, gratitude, purpose. The energy synchronizes, attracting like-minded individuals. In essence, alignment is the state of being truly in harmony with your deepest self. All right. Making a powerful concept for what? Personal growth and fulfillment there. It is your birthright. But the Bible's encoded in so much mystery. And we look at the Torah codes, right? I love this is one. I haven't seen that card in a while. That you pull that energy, all right? You're still on your learning. You can't go back to that. All right. You're gonna have to learn the graduate. Like you could come up because of your fire energy. Because of your Mars driven, you got drive, determination, but you operate more from your masculine side. All right. And that might turn you off sometimes. Like, oh man, so really, really got to really, really go ahead and to integrate these polarity. All right. So yes, we need tension. Without tension, there's no evolution. All right. There'll be nothing. I mean, like we need to be in constant tension so we could hear the music play, the symphony, the stars. So it could get us moving in the right direction. If not, you get stuck there in symbolism and looking at this cuneiform that came from Samaria that's been translated over and over and over and over and over again, and it loses the symbolism. But when you sit with yourself In stillness is where the answers are at. All right. Anyway, I'm sorry. Let me see what time is it. I got time for one more. Brooksbank, you was here yesterday. All right. So you really, really, really gotta go deep. If you really want to know the answers, all right, you gotta go subconscious. All right. No more unconscious living and understanding. So between those realms, between the unconscious mind that doesn't know, it's not aware. But when you go subconscious, a lot of things from it comes to the front of your conscious mind. All right, because everything's recorded. Remember that your subconscious mind is what operates and makes those decisions 95% of the time. And if you haven't cleaned that and you haven't done the polarity, if you haven't cleaned, and our dual nature is both dark and light. We sit between those two realms. So we can choose, oh, I'm really, really good or I'm really, really dark. You're both. How to integrate, how to emerge to a new you. Have to have the capacity. Anyway, I'm done. Let me tap out of that. I did that on yesterday. You can go watch yesterday's live. All right. I talk about the devil and the moon and how to know when your shadows come out, because they will. They will embarrass the hell out of you, basically. All right. And you don't want to be embarrassed. You don't want to walk around dumb. There's nobody dumb here. There's nobody. I don't think so. They're just denial, avoidance, or defensive. One more. This is for Brooksbank. Brooksbank, come on in. All right. So in silence, let me tap. Is Brooksbank, Duncan? All right. Is the key to what is the key? Where's the key? In silence, right? When we sit with ourselves. So we know in our culture, right, depending on how you understand religion, all right? A set of rules, yeah, go to this church, go to the mosque, pray, you could connect God there. That's the only place God is at. Not. God is within you. It is a frequency, it's an energy. It is known through tone, light, sound, vibration, frequency. You gotta change your tone. That is the secret to knowing your higher self. Your connection to the divine is just you connected to something, or it's God inside of me, outside of me. All right? People have a hard time understanding that, to really know thyself. All right? What is the key to really know yourself? As there's portals, there are doors that are opening, right? So how do you walk through those doors and really awaken who you truly are, right? So you have to go earth, connect to Mother Gaia. It's all here. Look, the secret that is you. All right? And so, look, you open that door, you go out. Basically, they tell you go outside and connect. All right. One of the ways you could ground because of your fire energy. All right. And have a level of surrender. All right. So we look at the orca. That's an orca whale. All right. They're very protective of the children. You're very protective parent too. All right. So connection to Gaia, bound down to Gaia. And just in the spirit of always trying to be in the spirit of gratitude. In the silence, that's where we know the answer. It's not in the yay, I want to go ahead and be we like it, we chaotic, all right? We made from explosions anyway, from the same materials of the universe. So we always gonna be in that constant chaos, but in stillness is where you find all the answers. That is the key to really understanding ourselves. So the key to really understanding the heart of the divine is that you're also part of it, your intentions. Okay, any intentions that you have for the future here, all right? So if you basically only concentrate, to give an example, on a drop of water instead of the whole ocean, we would never activate that force. We have to start being mindful that our mind is connected, of course, to many other, not just you as a person, especially you doing some yoga practicing, all right? But we are scared of it because we don't understand it. The more you ground, the more you connect to your true identity, all right? Your spirit, heart, earth is in the name. Everything's encoded in the name. How to cleanse your water, how to ground. You could ground water, you could ground earth, you could ground fire, all right? Air is the same thing, right? The life force of prana, chi, doing some practice and meditations here. Will my husband get back reunion possible? Let's go ahead, Shipper. And then I'm out of here. I got 5 minutes. Let's go ahead. For those that want to know, and then I'll talk a little bit about the letter T. I hope it comes on here. If not, I'm going to pull it out. I'm going to pull it out. Shipper das. Will my husband get back? Reunion possible? Yes or no? All right. Hey, Shauna Taylor. How you doing, sweetie? Good morning. All right. My love ring is slipping out. Hey, moving that money. Six in Zonia. Hey. Good morning, good morning. All right, so expect for it on Saturday with my ex-boyfriend Terry and I get back together. I'm sorry, I am right now. Hello. I am with Shilpa. Use 5Z with my husband and I get back together. Yes or no? Sometimes they show me what's happening. All right, I'm gonna try to give you 4 cards, and then we're gonna go into the hieroglyph. There goes. I'm gonna extend 5 minutes. Uh, and so we're gonna look at the hieroglyphs, not the alphabets. All right, as sound. And the ancestors of T became A cross shape. All right, called Taw. So remember how our ancestors we didn't connect, right? Because when we look at that T is a cross. When we look at the T is it represents the X. All right, it looks like an X. Even the I mean, you're gonna be mind blown here. All right, you got the Two of Pentacles, maybe. All right, 6. All right, there is possibility here. All right, but they're asking you, so I gave you 4. Let's see what's at the bottom. All right, how old you guys? You guys are young? All right. You're craving authenticity. You're craving meaningful. You want the breakthrough. You want the connection. You want to, but they might even, they probably internally fluctuating here. All right. They might want to stay living the way they are now. Okay. Where's she at? Well, I said, well, I got to go. All right. Did she come in? No. All right. So it could be. All right. But they probably still having to internalize the emotions. All right. So they go between emotion and you already know between. I mean, could they be cheating? I mean, everybody says, oh, this is a cheating card. They might want to stay living the way they was living before they met you. Blah blah blah. All right. All right. Oh, thank you. Thank you. So let me go into this real quick because I have to go. Oh my God, I got 4 minutes. All right. So you already know there's a possibility. There's a big possibility. So this is a yes. This is a maybe. Maybe you're not gonna get what you want. All right, but this is raw. Sex is what I see here. All right, this is very inspired. If it stays inspired, then you already know. You already got the answer. You're gonna talk more than what you're gonna do. So somebody wants communication, affection. Somebody has a really strong sex drive. All right, it's like where I wanna be. I don't mean to hurt you, baby. No. Never did I imagine you would play a major part in a decision that's so hard. Do I leave? Do I stay? Do I go? All right. Anyway, so you're dealing with one of those. You don't have to prove your worth. All right. Well, that happens when we're young. I have to go. I mean, I got 3 minutes. I want to share a little bit of something here. I think about my life and what matters to me. Ooh, love makes you crazy. Love will make you do some real crazy stuff. Listen, we have an experience. That's my song. Oh, you like it? I don't mean to hurt. Come on, guys, sing it together, everybody. No. Never did I imagine she would play a major part in a decision that's so hard. Sing it, guys. Do I leave? Do I stay? Do I go? Think about my life and what matters to. He says it right there. Does that make us? Yeah, love. Ooh. So we look at love versus emotion, okay, which is different. Emotion is a movement that rises, it falls, it reacts, it intensifies, it fades, and it represents our mood, our memory, our chemistry, our fear, and our hope. All right, so it's so different, and it lives in the astral water. It says something is right, right? The emotion can feel intense. We love it. Ooh, what I feel. It's not that it's not love. Love is what contains it. So I want to talk a little bit about everything. Should I have? Should I stay? There you go. We don't know. This is what this wheel. We hang on to this wheel. Baby, don't go. Did you teach me a lesson? This is what helps us expand. We don't want to get stuck. No. And we cry. We do some. I mean, I know I've done some crazy. I feel like my heart. My heart. Listen, we're gonna get into love, but we gotta know some things. You know what I mean? We gotta know some things here. All right. So we're gonna look this real quick. We're gonna go start with the T and the T. All right. So we gotta go back to ancient Egypt. We'll really find out what this ox. That's this one. This one's gonna blow your mind. But I'm gonna say that for tomorrow. So we understand that when we trace back the evolution of the letter T from ancient symbols to modern English, ancient Egypt, 2000 BCE, Egyptians used the hieroglyphs, right? They don't use alphabet. There was no alphabets. The T sound that's here, this is the T sound right here, and it's a cross, all right? So was often represented by bread, all right? It was represented by bread, actually, all right? That T was a phonetic symbol for the T sounds, not the letter like we know it today. So we really got to go back into ancient culture. Okay, so Proto-Sinaitic script, 1800s, 1500s BCE. So Semitic works in Egypt adapted the hieroglyphs into the one, because then you got to understand now we got it from Roman. So Greek, Roman, but before that we got to go to Sumeria. But we have the Sumerian part because we really didn't know. All right. So the Semitic works in Egypt adapted the hieroglyphs into the one of the first alphabets. So the ancestors of the T, guess what? The ancestors of the T cross-shaped mark, it was called Twa, T-A-W. And it looks like the X. It looks like this X here. All right? It looks like the X. So anyway, this is where what we represent here. Well, we look at sacred geometry, but we look at our body, our earth, our fire, our water, what the levels of it. Some of us got a lot, some of us got a little bit, a little bit more, a little bit less. But anyway, this X or T meant the mark of a sign. All right, Phoenician alphabet, 1050 BCE, and a standardized letter was called 12 for many alphabets as they descended. But basically, this is the X, this is the T, and that's where it comes from. All right, so when we understand that the X shape here, all right, as we understand it a little bit more. So that's basically it. All right, when we look at the T, but then it got meaning because it represents the arm, the Yod head, Vahed, and then we look at the Jehovah's and the gods. What did they do to our bodies and the evolution of us as a species? You understand? So to really go down deep in this card, but the only thing I could do here for you guys is go back into ancient Egypt and tell you what your name means. All right, through these the elements. All right, because we are the four elements. And what does that mean? Because we can say, oh, what does the T represent? Right, tarot. Because it's full of mysticism and symbols, it's occult. It means it's hidden symbolism, it's hidden meaning in it. All right. But when you put demons and all this other stupid stuff, really, really to get down to the core of it, all right. For them, it was different. It was a sound. For us, it represents something different. All right. It is in the pronunciation. Now we get meaning of it. Oh, so what the T, this, that, So it's just basically just for us to pronunciate and to know the meaning of the way we feel here. So it's all here, but it's all within you. So you find your element, you find the one that needs healing, the memory, you cleanse your genetic memory here, and that's pretty much it. But anyway, I gotta go. I'll be with you guys tomorrow. And if you guys want to know more, yeah, I have to go. Still here, we still young. Yeah, all right. I think about my life and what matters me the most. I love you guys so much. So Saturday, I'm going to really talk a little bit about it. But see, I'm going to give you stuff, but I want you to go do some research. All right? Go do some research. Go ask. Just go look. All right? There's a lot of information there. And if you don't look, and how the language, our evolution with our language, it was done consciously, layer by layer, then you're really going to be lost. All right? Don't take everything literally is what it's telling you. All right? That's it. Thank you. I love you with the love of God. Thank you. I love you with the love of God too. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love you guys. I'll see you guys all tomorrow. I mean, we as human beings, we always trying to uncover something new, The only thing that I could tell you really quick, just go look at the emoji, all right? Even the fish popping out of the cup, all right? It's not random. It's water, it's emotion, but it's subconscious, all right? Look, a lot of times it says something in your intuition is rising, basically, all right, from the unconscious mind. So we really got to look more. We really got to understand things. We just can't say, oh, this is that and that's that. No, it's some more meaning to that. All right. But we got to go back into ancient Egypt because they were the ones that created the pictures, basically. All right. That's it. But no, we could even go back to African when our ancestors were coming, trying to find food and go into caves, and they seen alien ships and all kinds of stuff. So we don't really know everything. Okay. So when we think we know everything, so me, can I be confident and can I still learn? Heck yeah, and I love it. Thank you guys so much. I love you guys. Hey, Brandon. Hey, Nathan. All right, love you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.